Good morning, friends. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Faith Storms, a licensed social worker and therapist with special interests in EFT, energy healing, human design. If you enjoy my video, please hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when I post new content. And I will be posting frequently. Today we are going to do some tapping, some EFT. So to utilize this marvelous little technique, what you want to do is choose a problem. Choose something that you are feeling upset about, disturbed about. It can be, well, not minor. You want it to be at least mid-range, or it could be really big, like a big, huge trauma. For today's example, I'm going to use fear. I'm going to use feeling afraid of doing this, feeling afraid of putting myself out there more, feeling afraid of how I'm doing this, like all those doubts about, gee, do I look the right way? Is my background right? Am I good enough with technology? All of those things, which they've been bubbling up, and I've just been kind of pushing through. So, a technique to find out how you feel about a certain thing is called the human pendulum. To do this, so you want to stand comfortably, and then you ask yourself a question, a yes or no question. So I'm going to ask myself, do I have fear about creating this YouTube presence? And I go back a little. So that means, oh, wait a minute. Do I have fear? Am I afraid of putting myself out there? Yeah, okay, so then I move forward. So yes, I have some fear. So I'm gonna tap on that. I'm gonna show you how to do the tapping on that. You want to cross, so 3 inches down, 3 inches over on each side is called the sore spot. It's a lymphatic node. You rub there while you say this. Even though I have this fear of putting myself out there, this fear of being more visible on YouTube, I accept myself. Even though I have this fear of putting myself out there, and am I good enough, and am I capable enough, I accept myself. Even though I have this fear of putting myself out there, I accept myself. Karate chop. Even though I have this fear, I choose to release it. All the roots and origins, all that it does for me, all that it does to me. Even though I have this fear of putting myself out there, and what are people going to think? And will I be judged? And well, of course I'll be judged, because that's what people do. So even though I have this fear, I choose to release it, and all the roots and origins, and all that it does for me and does to me. So even though I have this fear, putting myself out there, I choose to release it, and all that it does, all the roots and origins, all that it does to me, all that it does for me. Then the tapping sequence. Eyebrows, side of your eye, under your eye, under your, well, I do nose and lip at the same time because you got two hands. Collarbone, under your armpit, top of the head. Then you do the 9 gamut. Place your hand here. This is the gamut spot. While you do these things. Eyes closed, eyes open. Look hard down right, hard down left. Circle your eyes in one direction. Circle them in the other. 5 seconds. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum again. And back to the tapping. Eyebrows, side of your eye, under your eye, nose and lower lip, lower lip, collarbone, under your armpits, top of your head. Take a breath for your body. I always do anyways. Check back in with the issue. So now when I think about my fear of becoming more visible. So am I afraid of becoming more visible? In the middle, like a little bit back. So no, I think most of that is down. Then you get to choose what you would like to believe. Ooh, and this is always very delicious to me. Often the thought, the positive beliefs, a positive belief that bubbles up is usually very good. What I'm getting right now for myself is something to the effect of that it's okay to be seen. It's okay to be visible. That feels very good. Do I believe that it's safe to be seen? Go forward. But I'm wavering a little. So I may not totally believe it, and it may have to do with some inner parts, some little child parts that aren't sure if it's really safe to be seen. So that would be something else I can continue to work on, is the being seen, which I will. And that's an example. Now, if so, after you clear the negative, excuse me, after you clear the negative, you can install the positive, and you do that the same way. It would be, you do your lymph node, even though, and you would say, I don't totally believe that it's safe to be seen, like that. That's what mine would be. Even though I don't totally believe it's safe to be seen, I accept myself. Even though I don't totally believe it's safe to be seen, I accept myself. Even though it's not totally safe to believe I can be seen, I accept myself. So even though I don't totally believe it's safe to be seen, I choose to release anything blocking me from accepting this, from fully accepting this. Even though I don't completely believe it's safe to be seen, I choose to release anything blocking me from believing this. Even though I don't totally believe that it's safe to be seen, I choose to release anything blocking me. And then you would do the tapping. Oh, all the roots and origins. I didn't say that part. All the roots and origins of those blocking beliefs. Do the tapping. Do the tapping. And you would do the 9 gamut and the tap again. I just don't want to make this video too long. But sometimes, like, I believe it feels much stronger to me now that it's safe to be seen. And so you don't always have to do all those parts. In the beginning, I encourage you to do all those parts. It doesn't hurt any to do the parts. All right. There is your daily drip. I will see you tomorrow. Blessings.